Good morning, good morning, good morning, you guys. How's everybody doing out there? Hope everybody had a great weekend. Today is Sunday morning, you guys. Again, my name is Thomas Taylor III. Excuse me, coming to you live from Lawrenceville, Georgia on a Sunday morning, July 25th, you guys. Woo, we sliding out of July, boy, just like sliding on a banana peel, right? This thing is going fast. So first I want to give a little shout out to a good friend of mine, Mr. Eric Keys. Today's his birthday. Happy birthday, my brother. He has a company called Living Gigantic, you guys. When you get a chance, check him out. He's into real estate and a few other things, but the brother's 6'9", and the name of his company is Living Gigantic. So it just kind of challenges us to live more, be more, and do more. So this morning, you guys, I'm trying to be brief, but I want to talk to you about 3L's, okay? That's 3L's. That's learning, leverage, and then leadership, okay? So learning, leverage, and then leadership. So on the learning aspect, you guys, from a business and or personal level, have you challenged yourself to learn more about the business that you're in, right? Because sometimes we get a thought or an idea and we run with it, which is fine, but there's some learning that should be done inside of there before you actually either jump in or before you kind of go too far, right? Because the learning phase is almost like the incubation phase where you can look at competition, you can research the market, right? You can learn the things that people did right that was successful, or you can learn the things that people didn't do so right or correctly, and then not make those same mistakes, right? Because sometimes, our creator will give us something and we'll kind of back off from it because we think that, well, if somebody else is doing it or this person was talking about it. But again, you guys, remember, nobody can do it the way your creator has given it to you, okay? Because you're unique and you're special when it comes to what he's giving you. So take a little bit of time to learn about the area, the genre, or the niche that you actually are in or thinking about being in, right? And that kind of leads me right to leverage. Well, why is that important, you guys? Because regardless of what it is that you're doing, what it is that you want to do, I promise you there's somebody that went before you. And what happens is sometimes we don't take advantage of those that went before us. What do I mean by that? They always say, like, if you really want to learn something, somebody put it somewhere in a book, right? So just kind of take your time to utilize that leverage. So now we have the internet, you guys. And there's not much that you can't find on the internet. The challenge is the source of the information that you acquire on the internet, right? So the things that you research, you really have to go a little bit deeper to make sure that the source is actually credible, right? So that's a way how you can leverage other people's experiences. So for example, I always use myself as an example. I'm a coach, a visionary coach, right? So in that coaching space, right, there's a lot of people that went before me. I mean, from the Brian Tracy's, the Les Browns, those guys are really coaches, right? So for myself, I read a lot of books, right? So this is a book. It's called The One, right? By Gary Keller, right? It kind of helps you stay focused on that one thing. Why? Because sometimes, you guys, we get all different people coming at us about different things, and we're not really focused on that thing that we have to do. Now, once you understand that and you're focused on that thing, then cool. It's okay to kind of branch out because you mastered that one thing. Another coaching book, Coactive Coaching, right? It's all about coaching, you guys, because that's what I do, right? So this is what I'm talking about when I talk about leverage. Therapist to coach, right? Understanding how you transfer that information in terms of from a therapeutic standpoint to a coach, right? Because they're very similar. And also, this is one of my favorite, Coaching Skills by Jenny Rogers, right? It helps you understand the dynamics of people, coaching, right? And then how to coach groups, right? How to coach individuals, right? So those are some just some resources, you guys, in terms of leverage, right? So whatever it is that you are into, find books, you guys. Find resources that can help expand your mind, and you can actually leverage the experience from other people that went before you to help you mitigate the roadblocks, potholes, and things that you're going to go through. Because you glean a lot of information and knowledge from a different perspective, right? So if you only move based upon how you see things, your vision could be a little bit skewed, because sometimes it could be based upon your experiences. Well, when you read different types of books, now you have an opportunity to leverage other people's experience, you guys. And then you may have an aha moment reading something that somebody went through, and then they actually charted out and mapped out how they moved from that roadblock to success, you guys. And then the last thing I want to talk about, and to me, which is one of the most important, is leadership, you guys. Now, leadership is big because it covers a lot of different areas, right? So from a business perspective, leadership is very important. Why? Because they always say the speed of the pack is determined by the speed of the leader. I talked about this before, right? There's a difference between a manager and a leader. Why? Because managers, they tell you what to do. They dictate to you what to do, right? Leaders have a different vocabulary. Leaders show you what to do. And you know what leaders say? Hey, Mike. Hey, John. Hey, Mary. Let's do this. Let me show you how to do this, right? Because leaders always lead from the front, you guys. So ask yourself, do some inventory. Ask yourself, am I a leader, a true leader? Am I a leader in training, or am I afraid to be a leader? Right? Just ask yourself now. Based upon your answer to that question, you'll understand there's a direct proportion to where you are in business, right? Because some people want and have businesses but don't want to lead. It's kind of difficult, you guys. Not that it's impossible. It's kind of difficult. Why? Because you have to lead from the front. You can't lead from the back, right? Even if you look at successful companies today, from your Amazons to your Apples, right? The leader of those industries, really, those companies, they lead from the front. Now, after they've gained some market recognition and some momentum, some of those leaders will kind of take a step back, and then they'll put somebody else in front as the face of the company, you guys, right? But based upon how they see things as leaders, you'll know who's leading the company, right? So I ask you, from a business standpoint, are you a leader? From a personal standpoint, are you a leader? Why? Because they always say, like, don't mix personal and business. But sometimes it's kind of hard, you guys, because it could be one and the same, right? Because T. Harv Eker says in the book, Secrets of a Millionaire Mind, he says, how you do anything is how you do everything, right? So I'm going to say that again. How you do anything is how you do everything. So if you're a leader in your household, more than likely it'll transcend to being a leader in your business. If you're not a leader in your household, right, and you want to be a leader in business, you may have to take some leadership courses. You may have to acquire a coach or a mentor, right? Like somebody who went before you that can help you, mitigate in your mind the things that you need to do in order to be, now check this out, perceived as a leader. Because a lot of this, you guys, is perception. And the thing about perception is, perception becomes people's reality. It could be far from the truth, you guys. But if somebody perceives you to be that leader, that go-to guy, then that's what you are. right? And a lot of you guys experience that on your job already. You may not even be a manager, area manager, or director, but on your job, guess what? You're the go-to person. When somebody needs something, oh, go check out Mark. Oh, go check out Mary. Yep. He'll know, right? Leader, because that's what people perceive you to be, right? Now, when you want to transition that into business, right? You have to be that face of the message that you're trying to convey to the marketplace, right? As a particular leader, because in this information age where people's attention span is real short, you guys, it's very, very important to be focused, to be poignant, and to be looked at as that leader in that particular industry, you guys, like whatever it is. So for me, leadership is big because it transcends all types of areas, you guys. And there's a key point in leadership, you guys, and I'm gonna leave you guys with this. One of the key points in leadership is consistency, you guys. Do what you say you're gonna do, even when nobody's watching you or expecting you to do it, because there's always somebody watching you guys. Why? Because consistency, it kind of breeds right into respect, right? Why? Because you're reliable, right? You're consistent, right? You're always showing up. You're always there, right? So people may not know your character all the way, but when they say, man, you could count on Mike, or you could count on that brother. Yep. Because he's always going to be there, right? And that's when I talk about perception. If people perceive you to be consistent, it's easy for them to perceive you to be that leader, that face, right? So sometimes we'll start to do something and then we'll hear some chatter or we'll get a little bit discouraged, you guys, and we tap out, right? I'm challenging you as a leader that I know you are to keep going, even when it gets difficult, you guys. And again, you guys know, I'm an open book. I started going live, doing Facebook Lives in February, and I said this before, right? I got challenged by my coach in January, myself and my community, and I started going live in February 2nd, you guys. And at first, it was a little bumpy. I'm not gonna front. I'm not gonna lie, right? But I've been consistent, you guys. I was going 2 days, and I, broke it down to one, and now I'm actually ramping it back up to probably 2 days on Facebook, and then I'm gonna start to do live on Instagram, IG. I've never done that before, so again, that's gonna be a little bit rocky, a little bit choppy. But the main thing that I'm trying to convey to you is I've been consistent, you guys. When you guys know on Sunday mornings, you're going to hear, good morning, good morning, good morning, right? That's just the consistency. And a lot of you guys don't know me personally, right? But there's a certain level of respect that happens because of the consistency. There's a certain perception of me that you have, not even knowing me, right? That's just a part of it, you guys. So for me, what I'm going to do is sometime in August, I'm going to send some correspondence out, and I'm going to do a 60-minute free presentation, you guys, where you can log on, you can register, and then I'm going to do a presentation and let's do a question and answer, kind of. Let's see what's going on out there. Let's see where everybody head is at, and then if we get the right people on, we can start to share. We can network, you guys, because I promise you. They always say, we could do more together than individually, you guys. So, hey, this is my time. I want to keep you long, but just think about this going into this week. Think about learning, right? Learning something new in whatever it is that you're doing, and then leveraging that. Right? How? By reading books, right? Doing some research, and then leadership, you guys. Work on your leadership. If you don't have a coach, find one. Right? If you don't have a mentor, find one, right? Because it'll shorten your time frame for your learning curve, you guys. And if you want me to give you a consultation, feel free to reach out to me. You can reach out to me via email at tyd@tailoryourdreams.com. You can follow me on Instagram at Thomas Taylor III Tailor Your Dreams, as well as on Facebook, you guys. Hey, I'm here for you. I want to serve. All right. So again, my name is Thomas Taylor III, you guys. Go out there. We got a new week coming up, you guys. Go out there and do the best that you can based upon the information that you have. It's been a plum-pleasing pleasure as well as a privilege. Until we speak again, go out there and make it a great day. Talk to you soon.